Hi lovely people, welcome to today's video. I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, and since I'm quite seriously considering getting my hair cut into a pixie again, I really wanted to get this filmed. So today we are going to be talking about Eve Girls. Full disclosure, Eve Girls did send me these products, but this is not a sponsored video. They sent these to me for a collaboration over on Instagram, and they don't know I'm making this video here for YouTube, so not a sponsored video. All of the opinions are 100% my own, as always. That said, if you are interested in trying any of these products, make sure that you use the discount link that I have for you in the description box, because it will give you, I believe, 10% off any of these products, and don't drop them. Which obviously is a great thing. I will make sure to have timestamps in the description box down below if you do want to skip ahead to a certain part of this video. But without further ado, let's get into this review. Alright, let's start with a little bit about the brand Eve Girls. Eve Girls is a Dutch hair care brand, and they specifically formulate their products for curly and wavy hair. So anything but straight hair, even though honestly I do think these products would still work for straight hair. Just my opinion. As of right now, they only make 3 products, and like you just saw, I have all of them to share with you. Good to know, they did change their packaging slightly, so if you do order them right now, you won't get the products in the jars like I have them, but you get them in a little tube instead, which I actually think is a definite improvement, because it's just easier to measure out the amount of product that you need for your hair, rather than having to scoop it out of a jar, which makes it very easy to either use too much or too little of the products, which I've both done before, multiple times. So I actually really like that they did change their packaging, but I still have teal packaging, so just keep that in mind as we're going through this review. Eve Girls has designed their entire brand around making beautiful products that just have the essentials for curly and wavy hair. So nothing added in there that is not beneficial to really get the best out of your hair, basically. They want to keep their ingredients minimal and effective, which I do think they managed to do. All of these products are also completely curly girl friendly as well as vegan, so if any of those things is important to you, these are absolutely good for you and fine to use. Alright, so quickly let's talk a bit about my specific hair texture, because obviously hair texture is going to differ from person to person and can make a huge difference in how much you like a product or not. Personally, I have very fine hair. I'd say medium to high density, maybe. Let's just call it medium density. And it is lower porosity, like low, maybe medium porosity. I know that any hairdresser I've ever been to has commented on, wow, your hair is fine, wow, there's quite a bit of it, and wow, it takes forever to dry. So basically that makes fine hair higher density and lower porosity. Also, as you can see, it's definitely more on the wavy side rather than the curlier side. So also good to keep in mind. I don't have curly hair, my hair is definitely wavy and a fairly loose wave at that. So in their lineup, Eve Girls has a leave-in conditioner, a curl defining cream, and a finishing oil. I'll be going into a bit more detail on all of these products, but before we start, let's just take a look at what they have in common as like their entire line. So all of these products smell absolutely amazing. I love the scent of these products. It has a really warm, rich scent, which is still not overpowering. Honestly, a lot of hair care products I feel like just smell way too sweet. I don't love a lot of the scents out there. These are great. Like, I would actually wear this as a perfume if that were out, and that's saying quite a bit because I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to scents. I love using these products even just for their scent. All of these products have rice bran oil as the star ingredient in there, which, in case if you didn't know, rice bran oil has a lot of good benefits for healthy hair. So that's something that we definitely like to see in our hair care, right? Rice bran oil not only promotes healthy hair and hair growth, which are both things we like to see in our hair care products, at least that I like to see in my hair care products. It is also hypoallergenic, which means that it shouldn't irritate your skin. And because of its anti-inflammatory properties, it can even help to soothe irritated or inflamed skin, which is something that I've seen firsthand with these products, and part of why I really like them, especially the oil, so much. So this also makes it suitable for sensitive skin, which is something that I'm personally dealing with. My skin is quite sensitive. Like, it gets mad at me quite easily, depending on the products that I use or not products that I use, I guess. Rice bran oil also has a lot of antioxidants, which can help to keep the hair healthy and protect from damage, which again is something that I really like to see in my hair care products. Okay, so let's look at the different products one by one. So let's start with the leave-in, which I guess would be the first product that you use from their lineup. So the leave-in conditioner is designed to help take care of the hair, helping to nourish it and detangle it. I personally love using their leave-in conditioner underneath a gel, but I also really enjoy using it when I want to air dry my hair pretty much straight. Because I only have such a gentle wave to it. I am able to air dry my hair straight if I want to, and for that I really enjoy using that leave-in conditioner. So both for when I'm styling my hair and using a gel, as well as when I don't want to style my hair and pretty much just air dry straight. Then they have a curl defining cream, which, like the name suggests, helps to define curls and waves. So this product has pretty similar ingredients, but it does have a bit more hold to it. Also, the texture is quite similar between these products, though I think maybe now I have it on my hands. I'd say the texture is pretty similar between these as well, though in the hair I feel like the curl defining cream might be a little bit heavier, which makes sense, and it also just has a little bit more hold to it. And again, I really enjoy using this product underneath the gel, which is what I did today. I used this in my hair, and then I used the Stronghold gel by Pretty Curly Girl. It's a combination I personally really like, and also because the gel doesn't have a scent to it, I can actually fully enjoy this scent, which again I love because this is so good. This one though I also enjoy when I want to air dry my hair, but with a gentle wave to it. It has way less definition compared to when I wear a gel. I will also share clips of that with you, what it looks like. But it does give me a gentle wave, and while it has less hold, again, I can still enjoy my wavy hair while also air drying. And what I like about doing that is that it is so much less work compared to styling with a gel, because if I use a gel I'm gonna have to diffuse, or I'm going to have wet hair for like, I don't know, 6 hours or something, which is not something that I personally enjoy. Using this, I can skip on the diffusing for like half an hour, because by that point I just run out of patience with diffusing and I finish air drying, and I can just completely air dry instead, which is really nice on those slightly more lazy days, if you will, but when I still want to have a bit of wave in my hair. So that's something that I really enjoy about this specific product. I can air dry, and because it's not a gel, it doesn't take forever to air dry while still being able to enjoy my wavy hair. And then last but not least, we have the Silky Finishing Oil. Love this. So there are different ways to use this oil, and that is something that I very much enjoy about this. So most obviously you can use this to scrunch out the crunch if you do use a gel, which today I did. I usually don't do that very often because my hair is quite fine, easily weighed down, but especially now in winter as I'm filming this, my hair can get a little bit more dry, so I do like it. So just using one drop, rubbing that into my hands, and then using it to scrunch out the crunch. Doing this can help to reduce friction, and because of that reduce frizz when you do scrunch out your hair, and just also helps to add that extra layer of protection and shine to your hair when you scrunch it out, so a bit of extra care. You can also use this to kind of refresh the hair a little bit if it's feeling extra dry, which is something I've done before as well. If you don't use too much of it, it's perfectly fine and you don't really see it in your hair, which is nice. It's not an overly lightweight oil though, so be careful not to use too much, especially if you have really fine hair like I do. But yeah, if my hair is feeling extra dry, I'll just take one drop and kind of rub that, especially in the ends of my hair where it can get a little bit drier. And that works wonders. And then my favorite way to use this probably is to use this before washing my hair, so kind of as a pre-poo treatment. You can do that either the night before you wash it or just the morning of. I usually wash my hair in the mornings, so what I'll typically do is when I get up, I'll add anywhere from like 5 to 15 drops, usually about 5 to 10 drops though, in my hair and on my scalp, massage that in and just let that sit while I'm doing basically my morning routine and until I'm ready to wash my hair. So using a hair oil before you shampoo your hair has a couple of different benefits. Using an oil before washing your hair can help to reduce the friction from washing and because of that help to protect it from mechanical damage. Using an oil can also actually help you to get a better wash out of your hair, which may feel a bit counterproductive, but it actually does really work. So like dissolves like. An oil helps you dissolve the oil and sebum on your hair, which then helps the shampoo to actually rinse that away more effectively. And I can tell you that I've never had a problem washing this out of my hair, either with a shampoo or even using a co-wash, which I did not do today, but I'll put a clip up of when I did use a co-wash after using this. I've never had a problem with that, so it's great, like no build-up. After using any of these products, my hair always feels so soft and lovely, so that's not a pro about using these. Personally, I don't use the oil every time that I wash my hair, but I'd say I use it once a week, maybe like every 2 weeks, but generally speaking, I like to use that about once a week before I wash my hair. And for your information, I wash my hair twice a week, once with a co-wash and then once with a girl approved shampoo basically. Alright, so about using the products on their own, because they are designed to be used like as a little system for your hair. Both the leave-in and the curl defining cream leave my hair feeling super soft and lovely. My hair feels really manageable if I've used these products. They do not leave a cast on your hair when you use these on their own, which makes sense because they are cream-based products. For me personally though, I do really like to have a cast because as I'm diffusing my hair, that cast actually helps to really define my curls and keep that shape and not create any frizz. Now I do think that is mostly the case because I have more wavy hair, so if you have really curly or coily hair, a cast may not be as necessary for you to prevent that frizz. Not entirely sure, but that's what I'm thinking. Like my wave clumps, if you will, don't hold together as easily on their own. The gel really helps to kind of keep them together as I'm diffusing, as I'm blasting air at it basically. When I'm air drying my hair, it's not as much of a problem and I can actually just use these on their own, even though they don't give me as much hold as a gel would, which makes sense. Also, layering these products with a gel will give you a slightly more gentle cast, if you will, not as hard of a cast as when you would use the gel on its own, which again makes sense. That's something that I've noticed, like in general with using a cream products underneath a gel. The cast is going to be less strong as when you would use that gel on its own, but your hair is going to be a bit more nourished and hydrated. So like I said, using them on their own, my hair can get pretty frizzy if I then do go ahead and diffuse it. I'll put a clip up from when I did. So it does not help with the definition of my hair. However, with air drying, it's really nice to use on its own, and I personally do prefer to just use one of the cream products because otherwise it just gets a bit heavy for my hair texture. So talking about texture, I thought it'd be helpful if I gave some tips on using these products on fine, low porosity, wavy hair. Basically, my hair texture. Because I figured it would be a little bit different from when you have a different texture. My hair is really easily weighed down. Like volume is something that I've always struggled with. And these are heavier products, so they are going to be a bit more prone to weighing your hair down. Because of that, I kind of need to use them in a specific way to really make them work for my hair. If you have slightly coarser hair or a stronger curl pattern, I think these would work beautifully for your hair. But if you do have the lower porosity, more wavy hair like I do, you can definitely still make these work. So I only use one cream product at a time. I have used both of them before in the same wash day routine, but my hair never turns out as good as when I just use one because both of them just weighs my hair down a bit more. So just using one cream product at a time is a tip that's really worked for my hair. And then also when you do apply these products, make sure that your hair is dripping wet, like it is soaked with water. And then I also like to kind of thin down the products myself, so make sure that my hands are really wet when I put the product on my hand. Really work that in, so it's kind of thinning down the product a little bit and then distributing it over my hair and scrunching that in. This is going to make it easier to really distribute the product through the hair and make sure that it's not going to look greasy or heavy once it dry, which I learned the hard way. And then for some extra hold, I really like topping this up with a gel. I personally really enjoy the gels by Pretty Curly Girl, so I have some linked for you. I like both their Magical Flexi Gel, but I find especially the Stronghold Gel pairs really nicely with these products. And again, I do have to kind of thin that out in my hands before actually applying that, because otherwise it's just too heavy. And thinning it out makes it just a bit easier to work with. So for me, topping it off with a gel just means that I can make my style last quite a bit longer than when I were to use the products on their own. And I also get a bit more shrinkage and a bit more definition in my hair. So that's personally how I like to use them. And then if you want to use an oil to scrunch out to crunch, only use one drop to do so. You can always add more later, you cannot take it away. Usually I don't use an oil to scrunch out to crunch, but I figured for the sake of this video, let's just do this. So if I'm going to be doing this, I really only use one drop, because otherwise, honestly, it's gonna be too much for my hair. So for today's wash day, I used the curl defining cream and then a Stronghold gel on top. I'm starting more so from the bottom to make sure that the oil that's on my hands is concentrated more so on the bottom, which is the driest for me. Crunched out, fluffed up. Just using one drop to not overdo it and not weigh down the hair unnecessarily. And especially with fine hair, with low porosity hair, like both are the case with my hair, that's gonna be key. You don't want to weigh it down or add too much heaviness to it and make it look crazy. If you want to buy these products, you can either buy them separately or buy them as a set, which getting the set will give you an additional discount, which you can combine with my discount link. And doing that basically means that you'll be getting the finishing oil pretty much for free. So I'd say that's quite worth doing. You can also get a travel size set if you like, which will save you about €4. However, it's also less than half the amount of products, so I personally would just go with the full size and get quite a bit more product, like over twice as much product compared to the travel size, for just €4 extra. I think that is more than worth it, but obviously if you do like the travel size, you can get that. So then the big question, would I buy these again? Or actually, since I was gifted these, would I buy them once I ran out? The short answer is yes. Yes, I would. I do really enjoy these products, even though I kind of needed to learn how to work with them for my hair. So the oil I love for sure. I really enjoy using that. It's fantastic. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about it. Like, my scalp can get a bit mad at me sometimes, and using that oil has always helped me calm down my scalp. I don't know, however, if I feel like there is enough of a difference between the leave-in conditioner and the curl defining cream to buy both of them again. I don't know which one I like better. Actually, I really do enjoy using both for slightly different purposes. So that said, if I do run out of all of these products around the same time, I'm just going to get that set, because like I said, doing so is going to basically give you one of these products for free, which makes it more than worth it to just get the set, in my opinion. So that's it for today's video. Let me know if you've ever tried these before and how you like them. Would you recommend them, or would you like to try them? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it or if it was helpful for you. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!